Okay, 5A. Today we are going to learn the laws of logarithm. It's a new chapter, chapter number 4. So this is a new chapter for you, so pay attention. Otherwise, it's quite easy to get lost. Okay, so now let's move on to the next slide. Okay, in logarithm, there are 3 basic laws that you have to know. Okay, if you look at the slide, this is actually taken from a textbook, page 88. So if you're interested, you can always turn to that page, and the 3 laws are there for you to remember. Okay, basically it works very much the same like indices law. By hook or by crook you have to remember, otherwise it will be quite hard for you to handle. Okay, now I guess it would be better if you can start off with some examples for you to see how it can be applied. So first of all, let's look at how product law can be applied. Looking at the example, log 24 plus log 26 is equals to log 2, and the 4 and 6 will be multiplied together by, again, looking at the product law. Eventually the answer will be log 2 24. Okay, next let's move on to the example on quotient law. Okay, so basically quotient law would mean that if you see that there's a subtraction between 2 logarithms with the same base power, you are able to just divide the 2 numbers. Okay, so the example here we are making use of the base power A. So if we have log A 81 minus log A 9, since the base power is the same, we can just use 81 divided by 9, and we will get log base power A 9. So far so good. And we are moving on to the last law, which is power law. So power law, basically it works as something like your differentiation, whereby you can just bring down the power and throw it outside. Okay, but differentiation you will just minus the power, but for this case the power law, you don't need to minus the power and the power is no longer there anymore. Okay, so just take a look at this example. Log base power 3 81 minus log base power 3 9. So once again you can see that the base power are the same, and we can just straight away use the number 81 divided by 9 when we combine them together. Okay, so the result will be log base power 3 9. And we know that 9 we can write that as 3 to the power of 2. So right now you see that the base power and the 3 over there, they are the same. Okay, so first of all we bring down the power 2 outside, so it becomes 2 log 3 3. And since the base power and that number are equal, actually it is equals to 1, and 2 times 1 will be 2, and that will be the answer. So far these 3 power, so not 3 power but 3 laws, they are very powerful. And let's look at one example at how to integrate all these laws together in order to solve an equation. So take a look at the example. We have quite a complicated one over here. We have log base power 3 2x plus 1 minus log base power 3x minus 7 equals to a number 2. Okay, so first of all, if you look at this, quite terrible. So first step, what you need to do would be to combine the 2 log on the left hand side of the equal sign together. And if we are going to do that, we can just simply apply the quotient law after observing that the base power is 3, which are the same. So we just combine them together. It becomes a fraction 2x plus 1 over x minus 7. Now the 2 on the right hand side is a tricky one. Okay, most of the time we want to make it the same power, must have a logarithm with the same power as on the left hand side. So what we can do is we can always change that to log base power 3 square. So remember this, if we apply the power law, that itself would be equals to 2. Okay, so right now after changing all to log base power 3, we can actually straight away combine that the bracket 2x plus 1 over x minus 7 is actually equals to 3 square. You can see that the log 3 can cancel off like that. Okay, because we can just compare directly of the two items. Okay, so we will just simplify everything and becomes a fraction over there. So until that step, it will be quite straightforward for you to just bring over the x minus 7, expand, simplify, and there you go. You get the answer as x equals to 64 over 7. So basically, logarithm, you can also apply some of the basic algebra as well as you go along. And last but not least, we have homework. So everyone, let's turn to page 91, exercise 4E of your textbook. Okay, you are supposed to do the following questions. There are 8 parts, and if you follow the steps faithfully, you should be able to do them without much problem. Okay, so please do all these questions on foolscap and hand in to the relief teacher at the end of the lesson. And that's the end of the lesson. See you in the next lesson, and bye bye.